What you're looking at is a disease.
They're just laying on me. Holy fucking shit.
Something that is spread far and wide.
Apex Legends community has been struggling right alongside us for years. Only difference being, it might be getting worse for them.
And only begins to get worse.
This new cheat that I've never seen before, where you just astronomically accelerate.
NA? What do you mean? I am in NA. I'm in EU. I play Asian servers. I play every single server there's, and there's cheaters on every single one of them, every game.
Most people think it ends there, but they don't question how or why things have gotten this far.
Alright, so this is the most known Discord server.
Wait, how many people are in this server? 3,300?
3,400.
Perhaps that might have been one of the reasons why things have gotten this far. I guess the question now is, where did everything all start? So I conduct my investigation. I reach out to Adam first, and the response? Then a bunch of other content creators, but it's the same thing. So I'm thinking it's over. Information is so tightly guarded and no one is willing to talk. Until 2 days later. Let's call him Jim. And later that evening, we decided to hop on a call. Yo, can you hear me? What you're currently looking at is a site. A place where people talk about cheats. The forum is surprisingly active. 17,000 posts since 2019. But the site isn't exclusive to Apex. You can find threads for just about every other competitive game. Valorant, 24,000 posts. CSGO, 166,000 posts. League of Legends, 600,000 posts. Metin 2, 3.1 million posts. Now, if you wanted to find and buy cheats, most people would have to do it through the black market. Think of it like a place where sellers go to advertise their product. Based on the description, it's supposedly a marketplace for in-game items or boosting services. But you can't see any of that. In fact, the only thing here are people selling cheats. That's when I thought, for there to be so many different brands and so many different competitors, it must mean there's a large demand for this product.
Alright, so this is the most known Discord server for cheating.
This is supposedly for one of the more popular cheat retailers selling the cheapest wall hacks in the industry. To buy it, you would need to pay a monthly fee. €2.8 for 24 hours. Doesn't seem like a profitable business until you realize there's over 3,000 members in the Discord server. Wait, how many people are in this server? 3,300?
3,400.
Oh my god. Assuming that even 10% of the population are regulars and buy the cheat every day, that is over $300,000 every year. The thing is, the cheat gets detected from time to time, but because these people are getting so much money from it, there is a constant incentive to keep developing these cheats and find more ways to bypass the anti-cheat. Across this other server, another type of cheat is offered. It's high-end, harder to detect, and is called a DMA cheat. In order to use something like this, you would need to buy 3 things. The first is a DMA card, €335. Pretty much sends game information from your main PC to your second one. The second is firmware. The price, €90. The last thing is the cheating program, €12. That brings the total price to about €437. This server has a total of 7,000 members and offers cheats for 11 other games. Now, both of these servers are still up and running, pretty well I would even say, but they're constantly on this battle against Respawn. This next server, however, has never been in that battle. It's so private that even cheats are offered at a price.
This is the problematic one. You need to pay a lot.
And when you search it up, it looks like a normal website where people share gaming advice, with the only exception that you need to log in. But there's no register button. That's because in order to get your login details, you would have to know someone that is already inside, or have to ask for invites in some forums.
And again, I paid 100. Look. Let me see. Look. Total members 3,000. Most user ever online was 20,000 basically.
And assuming that half of them are strangers and have needed to pay to get an invite, that's almost $1 million off of invites alone. And if you get in,
Yeah, this is the big one. This is the cheat that is never ever being detected. Is this cheat right here? Username, password. Without this, you cannot see anything.
by now you're probably wondering, with this many people across just 3 different discords, how are these servers not getting taken down? Well, Discord has these bots, and what ends up happening is something like this. The bot gets access to your username and can join servers for you. So whenever the server gets taken down, a carbon copy of the server is made, and everyone that's clicked the verify button instantly gets invited back to the server. To me, the simpler solution would just be to revamp the anti-cheat, because the system they have is unstoppable. So there are a few things I missed in my first video, but as a result, I'm able to talk in more detail for this one. In one of Adam's Discord server leaks, there is a channel, and when you look inside, you would see a string of names. What for? To track you down and kill you. Now, you could end up on the list if anyone in the server didn't like you enough. They would take your name and try to find your unique ID, a string of numbers that acts as a unique fingerprint. Surprisingly, it's very easy to find. Let's say I wanted to find the unique ID of a player. All I would have to do is look into their profile and right there. With this number, they would start looking for you, track you down, and repeatedly ruin your games. But it turns out, this isn't the only thing cheaters have a list for.
Cheaters have a list of pro players, big streamers, so they can do 2 things. Similar to what Adam says on the strike list, hit list on the server. They can either avoid those people or kill those people first, because I've seen some lobbies where they kill the pro players first, or they can just avoid them so they don't get banned. I've seen that 100 million times.
Through the same methods, the hackers can pinpoint where they are on the map, but instead of going and killing them, they would do the opposite and avoid them. Content creators have a lot of influence. Usually, big creators have developers watching, ready to ban anyone that looks suspicious. Knowing this, they can choose to turn it off when they get close, or entirely avoid the content creator, putting them completely under the radar. The system is so developed, but it gets so much worse.
Wait, someone gifted me 570 packs.
What the A hacker, maybe?
Oh, maybe wait, I have 594.
Now, I asked Jim about this, and he speculates that this could be the result of an exploit, or a recent cyber attack on one of the companies managing EA's inner details. It's September 28th, 2023. An employee logs into his company's website. He does it on his personal Google account, so the password for that login is saved, forming a link between his personal and company's account. A month later, he receives a notification in his email. Someone else has accessed his Google account. He discovers the attacker had gone through the files inside the company's support system, and now has access to every single login detail of 134 companies. EA happens to be one of them. The company is called Okta, and is a digital locker for the account details for 10,000 different companies. Getting in would mean access to developer accounts, along with the account details of every single account made in history. Explains how he's able to bypass the gifting restrictions, and all of the crazy things he's been doing to these pro players and content creators. Now, EA hasn't come out with an official statement unlike 2 years ago where the same thing has happened. But it's getting pretty clear that this issue has gone far beyond what we see in game. So far, the cheats are getting worse. With how things are going, it's only a matter of time before the game lives out the same story as Titanfall.
Effectively, the game is rendered completely unplayable from a multiplayer perspective, and yet Respawn and EA are still actively selling this game.
We're not sure how this story will turn out. Respawn seems to be stepping in the right direction gameplay-wise, but even now, a large number of pros and content creators are running into cheaters every single day.
He's saying the best season in history of Apex has been turned to crap. The cheater situation is unbelievable.
I try here and sit and have fun every day, but I keep dying to cheaters 24/7.
Cheating in Apex is pretty bad right now, and it's unlikely for it to get better anytime soon.
But let me know what you think. Will Respawn finally put an end to this? Or will they once again, like Titanfall, let history repeat itself?